Germie Bernard with us, the Alabama wide receiver. Welcome in, Germ. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm doing good. I got to sleep in a little bit.
Define sleep in. What time is that?
I got to sleep in until about 9 o'clock or so.
God, I had slept till
So,
9 o'clock. I can't tell you
so,
last time I slept
so
till
are
9
you a
o'clock.
late night guy though?
Honestly, like after the games, like it's tough for me to go to sleep. Like I was up till like 4 a.m. just just up, and then like that kind of messes with my sleep schedule. But like during the week, I can get back on track.
Yeah. Hey, listen. For all of us who care about your health and secondly, way down the list, the health of the team. No need to look at the camera during this whole interview. You focus on the road.
You
Okay.
just drive, baby. Focus
Yeah.
on the road ahead.
Now I'm almost at my destination.
Okay. All right. Sounds like I'm in Waymo. Thank you. It wasn't always smooth offensively against LSU, but I know their defensive coordinator can throw some stuff at you. That drive again right before the half. It seems like we ask you about this every week. That 1 minute no timeout drive for a touchdown. What did that do for the team?
It was good. It was good for us. Like that's what we can do all the time. We just have to be more consistent, like within doing that. We like I said, we work on that every single week during practice. So it's like it's really nothing new to us. But it's just we have to sustain, doing that, doing the hard things, and like in the critical situations, we're able to do that, but we're not able to sustain that, and that's what we have to work on. So I mean, that's our main goal right now is just sustaining, doing the things that we do in critical moments, like every single drive.
And in those situations, because of the clock, you guys are doing everything rushed, paced, and at the line. And the quarterback gets a lot of credit for that, and Ty's fantastic. But for your receiving core, you guys have to be so on the same page and running your routes. And do you have to, and help me out, I'm not a football guy. I love it as a fan, but I don't know the X's and O's. When you guys are running the 2 minute drill like that or the 1 minute drill like that, do you guys have to know every other's position for every play where you just line up the fastest place you can line up? You know what I'm asking? Like maybe this
Yeah.
play calls for you to be on the right side, but you have to be on the left side because of where that last route ended up. Do you have to be in multiple places? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Within our offense, like you can literally line up anywhere. So like you have to know every single position, and especially when we're going fast tempo. And you're on one side of the field, you don't want to waste time running over to the other side of the field and trying to get lined up. So no, knowing every single position in our offense is critical.
Germie Bernard is with us. He joins us each week, courtesy of two great sponsors. First, Innisfree.
First of all, you made that sound so. I just have to know everybody's. I got
Yeah.
to know everybody's role on every play.
Yeah, Caden Proctor,
Yeah.
you going to have to block? Do you ever line up at left tackle? Do you have to block, Germ? I mean, I've seen him catch. Can you block at left tackle?
I mean, I blocked the end, so
Okay, there you go. All right,
I have to, right?
That's the attitude we're looking for on this show. Innisfree Irish Pub. That's where we'll be Friday in Tuscaloosa.
Oh, it is Tuscaloosa's best time. And yes, we will be broadcasting from the Innisfree Irish Pub with Nick and the guys from 11 to 2. Come out, see Nick, Tripp, Derek, all the guys today. Innisfree Irish Pub, over 5,000 square feet of Irish food, drink, music, and a whole lot of atmosphere just north of the Strip in downtown Tuscaloosa. Also a location in Lakeview right here in Birmingham of the Innisfree Irish Pub.
And also Phorm Energy. They've got great, highly tested flavors. Screamin' Freedom, which is Rocket Pop inspired. Grape Smash, which we're having here. The Blue Blitz, the Orange Fury. You can see more at phormenergy.com. That's PHORM, phormenergy.com. Phorm Energy, available at energy drink retailers near you. I was mentioning earlier, and you guys get to see views we don't get to see on TV, but it's every Sunday now. There's an end zone view, a high 22 end zone view of a throw your quarterback is making off into you, where NFL people are like, this is an NFL throw. I don't know. I know you remember the catch, but there's one where he layered it in the coverage this weekend, and when you see it from the end zone, I don't even know how he saw you.
Was it like a over route?
It was that over route, I think, in the first quarter. Was that a first quarter throw, second quarter throw? Yeah. It was an over route, and, you're right in between the defenders, and there's like 4 defenders right there. And I'm like, first of all, I don't know why he picked you. But second of all, I don't know how he got it to you. I mean, it was a crazy throw.
Yeah. Man, honestly, I see Ty make those throws every day in practice, and it's just like he's been having that ability to do that, and so like I don't know, it's something new for everybody else to see, but like for us, like it's just like that's routine for him because we know how gifted he is.
So you guys, a season low 2 penalties in that environment against LSU. Is that something that's automatically brought up by not only Kalen DeBoer, but also all the position coaches telling you guys, hey, this is the way we want to do it? I mean, that's difficult to do week in, week out, but only 2 penalties against LSU.
Yeah, we talk about that all the time as an offense. Just eliminating all the penalties, eliminating the turnovers. Like we know that if we can win the turnover margin, that we put ourselves in position to have success and to win games. And so I mean we harp on taking care of the ball every single day in practice, and that leads to the game. Like it's always the preparation that leads to Saturday.
I know it's been a while since your defense got to go live and hit you. Back when, if you can remember back when your defense was hitting you, who was the one guy you didn't want hitting you in games? Because I'm at these games and it seems like the level of pad popping hits that this defense is laying out is going up every week. Who was the one guy you didn't want to see coming at you back when y'all were going live against your defense?
It was probably Deontay Lawson or Justin Jefferson. Like those guys, man. I mean, y'all see they bring the fight every single week to guys, and it's just like I try my best to avoid them going across the middle or whatnot.
I mean, that Bray Hubbard kid, though, man, he comes with bad intentions, it seems, when Bray Hubbard shows up.
Oh, for sure. B-Hub is a hitter, man.
B-Hub is definitely a hitter.
Hey, this was one of those weekends. I know you don't watch a ton of football. At least you've told us that before, away from what you guys are doing. But we had some snow games out there this weekend, and I think you played one in the Apple Cup a couple of years ago, but it's in the 30s in Tuscaloosa today. What is the coldest game you've ever played in?
Probably when I was at Michigan State, honestly. It was really, really cold. I mean, I ain't really play for real. So I was just sitting on the sideline with the jacket on.
That's worse, though,
But
right? That's worse.
yeah, nah, for sure. But I mean, I was by the heater, so I was just trying to stay as warm as I can. But for the guys that were playing, man, I feel bad for those guys because, man, I can only imagine.
Does Coach Shepard ever have a bad day? Is he ever not energized? I watched him afterwards as he was walking off the field. He walked over and started talking to the recruits, and he just coached the game. God knows what time he woke up that day, and his energy level with those recruits right after the game was like on an 11 on a 10 scale. Is he ever not energetic?
He's always energetic, man. Like always, even outside of football. Like if you just go chill at his crib, like he's always energetic. And I mean, he just knows like that's a gift that God has blessed him with, and that he has to bless others with because you know all like not all the time. As players and coaches, you wake up and you're motivated every single day, but he knows that he has that ability to bring energy to the room and give energy to other guys. So I mean that's what he does, and we definitely feed off of it.
Germie Bernard, the Alabama wide receiver, with us on the Alexander Shenard Trial Attorneys. His appearances each week, courtesy of Phorm Energy Drink and the Innisfree Irish Pub. That was already being talked about in the postgame. I saw this. Some of your teammates talking about this already. You did not handle success from an LSU win very well last year when you went to Oklahoma and had a very disappointing loss. How do you handle that differently this week?
I feel like the same that we handle it every single week. We know that praise and blame are the same, and um, we enjoy our win for 24 hours and we move on to the next. So we just approach every single week, every single game. I mean, the same. Like we know that, we have a goal in mind and we're fighting to get there. And this is just another team that's in the way. We know they have a really great squad, and they're gonna be prepared to come in here and play a tough game. But it matters what we do and not what they do.
How long did it take you to shake that one last year? I mean, that was a bad loss, obviously. How long did it take you to shake that one?
He still hasn't.
Honestly, man, that one hurt because we knew after that, like we weren't gonna be able to go to the playoffs or anything like that. So that one definitely hurt. This kind of reminds me of like the Vandy game. Just I mean, I don't want to say like revenge in a way, but it's just like definitely have like an extra chip on our shoulder.
Like, I'm not saying this is outside noise, but do you know certain things? Like, do you know what you guys are ranked right now in the top 25? And do you ever know what the point spread is going into a game? How much you guys are favored?
I think we're ranked like number 4 or something, but I mean, like for me, that don't really matter, to be honest, because any given week anybody can lose. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like teams are really, really good, and you know what I'm saying, that you can't really worry about that. You can't really worry about the points, like the point spread or anything like that. So that's not something I focus on. I just focus on, knowing the scheme, knowing the players I'm going against. Especially this week, you got to hone in on their defense, man. They run a lot of tricky coverages. So definitely got to be tuned in this week.
So you don't watch the playoff ranking show? You don't see where they unveil Alabama?
Nah.
Okay, you're number 4.
I just wait till it comes out on the media and then I'll see it then.
Okay, you're number 4. You're correct on that. You're number 4. Do you know where Oklahoma is?
No.
Do you know what their record is?
They lost 2 games maybe.
Okay, I like this nameless, faceless opponent. That's the way you're supposed to approach this, right? Is that it?
Yeah, for sure. Coach says that all the time.
Okay, nameless, faceless opponent. He's proving to us that does exist in college football. All right, Oklahoma, by the way, number 12 in the, but they could rise. You never know. I was going to tell you they were number 1 just to get your reaction, but you're like, no, they got 2 losses. There's no way they're number 1. You at least knew that.
Yeah.
All right, he is Germie Bernard, Alabama and Oklahoma this weekend at Bryant-Denny, 2:30, the scheduled kick for that one. Germ, thank you very much for the time. Good luck. We'll see you next Monday.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. God bless you.
All right, buddy. You too, man. Take care. Germ with us. Courtesy of Phorm Energy and Innisfree Irish Pub, phormenergy.com, Phorm. That is where you find everything about Phorm energy drinks. We have them here in studio all the time. They are fantastic. Dunaway and I had one out at the road show at a Rabbit Hole Friday. He energized us for the end of the show. You can get that at phormenergy.com, Phorm, phormenergy.com, to find out everything about them and all their great flavors and what it does for you, for your memory, for your energy, for your awareness and all of that. And also Innisfree Irish Pub, which is where we'll be Friday.
Yeah, an Alabama tradition. Tuscaloosa's game day sports bar, the Innisfree Irish Pub, just north of the Strip in downtown Tuscaloosa. Food, drink, music, a whole lot of atmosphere. And we will be live 11 to 2 with our friends at Adams Beverage, Bud Light, and Phorm Energy this Friday from the Innisfree Irish Pub.